Your posture does not suggest that you support this. No, I'm coming. Your posture does not suggest that you support this bill. The fact that you use your mouth to say it, you and the people who talk like you, that your posture does not suggest that you support this bill. One, you see, you don't get up. And when you have a situation where about 97%, you said it, it's in the CDD poll, 97% of Ghanaians support this bill. You have a situation where Parliament had a bipartisan unanimous decision to pass this bill. You have a situation where this bill seeks to protect the values for which we live as human beings. Look, I was just talking to a friend, and I was discussing, we said, look, go to United Kingdom, go to the US, go to Germany today, and attempt to marry 2 wives. Just attempt to marry 2 wives. By virtue of the fact that it's an affront to their values.
Every one of us supports this bill.
You don't show it. You don't show it. And now you get up and use the issues of threats from the West and the probability that we may not get some money that we were supposed to get.
My position this morning is that, look, we need to tread.
And I'm surprised. I am surprised that you have Dr. Amin Anta. See, and a very devout Muslim utter a press release that seems to suggest that he puts $3.6 billion over our values.
He is not.
That's the point. Doesn't mean
he is not. If you read,
no,
he's not. If you look at the last paragraph,
look, you have
Baba.
Look at let me make my point.
No, but you have made a statement that is not factual.
What is it?
He says that. The passage of the new bill calls for fortifying local financial systems, strengthening African financial institutions, as well as our development journey in partnership with other countries, in line with the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda. Ghana can navigate the complexities of international relations and emerge with a robust, resilient economy with Ghanaian ownership of the commanding heights. We can do it, but it's a choice. It's a choice that we have to live with the repercussions of our partners.
Which Ghana Beyond Aid? Which one is that? Which one is the Ghana Beyond Aid?
Look, first, they tried using Afenyomakin to arrest the bill. It didn't work. You remember that after we had gone through all the consideration, everything, he got up and said we should go back to consultations.
No.
He took the Mr. Speaker to draw his attention to the fact that we had done public engagement. You remember that he even had this suggestion that we should give copies to our presidential flag bearers to make comments. That was the first one he wanted to use in arresting the thing. It didn't work. The second point was that got Minister of Finance to issue this vague what they call it threat about the fact that we will forfeit $3.6 billion
over a 6-year
period. The third
when you read the thing, they're actually alluding to some $600 million this year.
This year, yes.
Of course.
Then
it's a hole in our budget.
Then
we have to find an option. Either
now you get somebody to go to Supreme Court, and now suddenly
who gets?
Suddenly, you have forgotten that just a few months, or let's say just a year plus ago, you signed another law when people had gone to court, led by the minority leader then, challenging that particular law. You still had opportunity to sign it. Then suddenly, with this particular one, you say, oh no, you think that this is what should be done. But I say, look, you see the statement he went and made in Ashanti region to the churches, to correct his initial statement he made internationally, when he indicated that it was just a matter of time.
But you see, the reality.
That's the attitude. I say, the people who are worried about that. If you look at this LGBT
other politicians.
Randy, I don't know whether you have addressed your mind. You have addressed your mind to this
context.
You see this LGBTQ thing. If you see where, from all the research that has been done by the NGOs and others who are involved in these things, mostly is found in urban poverty-stricken areas. These are people who are so vulnerable because of their economic situation. People come there and take advantage of that vulnerability and do these nasty things. These people are not protected. These people are not taking decisions based on conviction. It's purely based on monetary basis. And so when you have situations like that and you don't make an attempt to protect such people, and you think that on this particular one, you say, oh, because somebody is in court, you will have to wait. When even the law itself tells you that, look, 7 days, sign. If not, go to Council of State. Council of State, the idea is that the challenges you have for not signing, Council of State will give you an advice. If they give the advice and still you are not convinced, after the 30 days, the law indicates that you must write back to Mr. Speaker with stated reasons why you do not want to do it. I am telling you, right? If they empanel people for this,
but that is an indictment on the judiciary. See, me, if I were a member of the Supreme Court, I would be very, very edgy and very uneasy about the president's comments.
Because you are not putting the pressure on me.
I mean, if I were a member of the Supreme Court, I would not be comfortable with the president's statement. I'm telling you.
That's what the Supreme Court is.
For the president to oust his, they follow due process. What the president is talking about has nothing to do with due process. Look, let me tell you something. Does it make sense to you that societies and democracies that in the last 3 years even jail people for having more than one wife? They jail them. In Canada,
yes, for bigamy.
They jail them for having more than one wife. Jail them.
Randy.
Hold on. Less than 4 years ago. Just hold on.
Article 39
Chief, just hold on. Does it make sense to you that a person says that?
For the first time, you're calling me Chief. You're not calling me.
It's not Gerald. Call everybody Chief.
I've never heard you call me Chief.
Does it make sense? Does it make sense that societies who say that you don't have the right
to have two wives.
You don't have the right. About 1% of the population of the US are Muslims. 1% of the population. Muslims in America are over 1 million. About 1% of the population of Muslims in America, of population of Americans, are Muslims. But you said that you cannot have more than one wife. That one you don't have a right. See, that's not a matter. I'm coming. That one is not a human rights matter.
See, this one. We all agree. The president has stated his stance on it.
Your posture does not suggest
the president has stated.
Don't come and trick us on this one again.
The person who brought you one man, one wife is telling you that
now you can do
one man.
One man is
we are supporting.
Is better than one man, 2 women.
The party.
But even I don't know when they say even they themselves. No,
everybody supports.
Your actions don't. Your actions don't point to that.
Let's carry everybody out.
You
carry everybody. When you say that you've had a bipartisan, unanimous approval by your parliament.
Yes.
What do you mean by carry everybody along?
But if that was conclusive in itself,
if we were to carry everybody along, we would never ever do anything.
Bipartisan, a person of
the European Court of Human Rights
in itself.
Do you still remember their ruling?
The Constitution would have not provided for the president to access.
You're talking about human rights.
If it was conclusive in itself, so it's true. Parliament has passed this.
Yes.
It's bipartisan.
Yes.
We all support it.
You
me, wholeheartedly.
You and who support it. Your attitude does not suggest
it. No. When you
are behaving like the finance minister and the two deputies. They sit in parliament, approve this thing, and go back to the Ministry of Finance and issue a statement. They sit in parliament, approve this thing, rush back to the Ministry of Finance and issue a statement. You are behaving like them.
Why do you think
that? Be bold and tell Ghanaians that. Tell the president to sign this.
Why do you think that every bill that comes
tell the president to sign?
Every bill that comes to parliament has to come with a memorandum that captures the financial implications of those laws. Why do you think so?
You know, we have a situation where
Edward,
Dr. Bombia is moving from one church to another.
I asked you a question.
One mosque to another. In this particular issue, do you know he has not even made a statement on it? What is his position on this LGBTQ thing?
It's like you asking me what my position is. I have told you.
And what is his position?
It's like you asking me what my position is. I tell you. Born, bred up.
So why is he not stating it?
You see?
What? Look.
See, until I got
why is he not? Why is he not?
Until I came to sit on this platform, there had never been an occasion necessitating my view on it.
Look.
What I'm saying is that
he addressed Ghanaians
in the fullness of time.
He addressed Ghanaians
at the time, Parliament was still working on this. At the time, this had not been passed. In the fullness of time.
But he could still state. He could still state.
Oh,
John Mahama stated
how many bills are in Parliament? He won his view on all the bills.
He was seated right behind the president when he was talking.
Which one? Yesterday's one. Yesterday's one.
How many bills are in Parliament?
I said, tell him to state his position.
Of course,
and I want
in the fullness of time.
I want you to look straight into the cameras and tell the president to sign that bill. Say it. Say it here. Say it. Say it.
See, it is not for me. The law.
No, Maza.
Tells all of us what needs to be done going forward. The bill living Parliament.
Your imam is waiting for you in
and that is exactly
for what you have done here this morning.
What we are going to do. I mean, I think that, but it's very important that for this law to stand the test of time. Not too long ago, we had. I mean, there are instances that we need to look. There's a video of the former president, John Dramani Mahama, when he had attended some AIDS conference somewhere, right? In an interview, he went on to say that, look, some of the challenges we are having in Ghana and across Africa is that even reaching people with the sort of treatment that is available. So he was encouraging. And one of the segments of our communities is the homosexual community. Due to the stigma attached to the deeds that they do, they don't even come out to assess treatment.
So that's
he was encouraging them to come out.
Encouraging them to come out to do what?
For treatment.
For treatment. Yeah, that's different.
So what are you alluding to?
So what is the meaning of that?
I'm just saying that.
What are you alluding
I'm just saying that he has stated he does not
don't
support
prisoners
it.
get medical care?
He does not support
No, people in prison, are they not
but
entitled to medical
when
care?
it came to the welfare of the people who practice it, he's encouraging them to come out.
So how do you link that with the law that we are trying to pass?
So even those in condemned cells,
this is a law.
Those in
somebody who
death
has been
sentence,
sentenced to death,
they're entitled to medical care.
Of course they are.
Yeah, so what's the point?
Of course they are. Of course they are. Those law, the implications, we all have to live by it. Whether or not you support.
So the implication
how
is
much
what?
more?
The 3.6 billion.
How much more the
3.6 billion.
support this wholeheartedly. And our reps in Parliament have shown.
You go and then you go and put up a
so your reps in Parliament,
yeah.
They gave their full support. They gave their full support to the thing. They gave their full support to it.
Yes, they have.
Then they moved to the Ministry of Finance. I went to write an opinion to the president not to assent.
You see, Randy, that's where I call your attention to the fact that every bill that comes to Parliament has to be accompanied by a memorandum. The memorandum should capture the financial implications. So we are passing a bill. It is only true and fair.
That was why the Attorney General was given the opportunity to make an input.
At the point, the Attorney General made an input before laying of this bill. The bill is going through processes.
Is it the case?
At the second reading of the bill, the bill could change so significantly that the input of the
question could all be the original draft. Excuse me. The original draft.
Yeah. It is good and proper. It is good and proper.
Look,
the Ghanaians will know the implications of what we are sending out.
Some of the provisions.
That's what we're saying.
Some of the provisions that were in after the input of the Attorney General were even watered down. So the point I'm just trying to make. You had huge input by the executive through the Attorney General. So the issue of whether it is going to be a charge on the consolidated fund and what have you does not even arise. That's the first point.
Oh, that's the
opinion. And indeed, the president himself has not stated that as one of the. No, he has not stated that it is one of his concerns. That's not what he has stated. He's looking at it from the angle of constitutionality. He's looking at it from the angle of human rights. And that Ghana is not going to slide. After killing 8 people, after killing 8 people and not finding the killers.
Why are we
Which one is low? Which one is more low? The human rights. Your first right is your right to live. Your first right is your right to live.
I think that
and you have a situation where he superintends over the killing of 8 people. He doesn't see that as an abuse of human rights. He goes on to
Parliament have done a very good job.
Radio stations. He doesn't see that as an attack on human rights. But it is when you are trying to prevent a man from marrying a man.
Very good job, including
that is when he talks about human rights.
My good friend, it's about you have done a good job with this.
Then tell the president to sign it.
You have done a good job with it. And so all I'm urging is let's allow the processes.
What process
subsequent to the passing of the
So does the process include waiting for the Supreme Court to have a ruling? Does the process include
if you mean that one innocent person would not be incarcerated, I'm all for it.